My mother, she is a tough nut to crack. My mothers in general, you know, they're like अगर आपको whenever you want a reality check in life, you should go meet your mother, especially if you're a boy. Boys and mothers have a weird relationship. I'm like, yeah, he's nonsense. So I'm like, now I stopped taking mom out. I'm like, Maya, tu meri behan ho jayegi yaar. I've been wanting to work with Ekta Kapoor for the last 5 years, and when Ekta Kapoor asked क्या मेरी मौत आई कि मैं ना बोलूँगा.
ताहिर भाई, तो कंग्रेचुलेशंस आपकी शादी के लिए, न्यू बिगनिंग्स के लिए, और आप बेकाबू सीजन 2 के लिए.
शुक्रिया. मैं खुशी से फूला नहीं समा रहा हूँ.
2021 has been quite the ride for people. It has even though started, but then for you it's a very pleasant ride. What do you have to tell about your character? What do you have to tell about the series?
It's a very interesting character, I have to say. I haven't played anything like this, and you would have seen all the work I've done. I'm not just saying it for effect. I actually have never done something like this. Also, I haven't entered a season 2 of something of the season 1 that I hadn't done. Wow, how complex can I make that sound? So for me it was really interesting where I had to get into a character which has gone through a huge journey already, and I have to catch it and now take it into season 2. So for me it was also very, very gruesome because I have not played a character that is so vicious, so angry, and so full of spite and vengeance. So yeah, it was very. So this season is quite like.
But I would say that, you know, there are actors who believe in doing quantity work, and then there are other bunch of actors who prefer doing quality work. I would rate you into the fact of quality work more than the quantity work, because you don't have like a abundance of boxes of work, but then you have a limited ones that show that the fact that yes, the craft is there.
That's because you're really sweet. The reason for that is कि मुझे ज़्यादा काम मिलता नहीं है. If somebody gives me a lot of work, I'll become quantity and quality. Please, if you're watching, कुछ काम वाम दे दो sir.
Okay, but then if I say about this character, what was the X factor that actually made you say yes for this one?
Well, I didn't get a choice really in this. I've been wanting to work with Ekta Kapoor for the last 5 years, and when Ekta Kapoor asked क्या मेरी मौत आई कि मैं ना बोलूँगा. I love her, yeah. She's lovely. I've been a huge fan. I always say, you know, that people like us are living our dreams. हम छोटी जगह से उठे, भिंडी बाजार का लड़का हूँ मैं. So we've come from a small place, now living a dream. Imagine a time when you're watching Ekta's and Karan Johar's works and Aditya Chopra's work, and now to be in a film that's being made by them or a show that's made by them. It's a lovely feeling.
But then if I would not say about this character in real, if I would say, ऐसा क्या है जो आपको एक किरदार को हाँ करने पे मजबूर कर देता है? Like, you know, what is the X factor?
Well, to me, 3 things actually. The story is number 1, because these days not many people share the screenplay immediately. Second is to me what I'm doing in the film or whatever. And I don't mean ke lead ho ya whatever. I did Poison 2. I loved Rehan came and narrated to me, and I thought it's fantastic. I just said boom. And the third most important thing is the director, I think, because I believe that cinema is a director's medium, so the director has to be something. Like Aram Bhai in this show is fantastic. I love you, Aram Bhai. Superb job. Sunanda, who's the creative head, fantastic. So I look at those heads; they're very important.
But as an actor, do you take back your roles, or do you leave them on the sets when you're done with them?
Depends, really. It depends. This is because I'm a method actor. Inevitably, yes, I take them home. Which is too much to my family's dismay. My mom is always like, "इतने गुस्से में क्यों लग रहा है यार?" I said, "Really? कहाँ गुस्सा है?" You know, so I'm like, so because Kiyan was always angry, so which is why like I used to keep monkeying around on set, because you can't constantly keep crying, you can't constantly be angry. So I had to cool down my temperature and start messing around, you know, so that when I do the scene again, I get back to this. Imagine right now I'm like this crazy guy. Right, I can't imagine Kiyan right now. I'm so out of Kiyan. Okay, it's so difficult to get that kind of spite inside. You know, it's just difficult. That kind of anger and spite you can't have all the time. His only thing in life is vengeance.
But then if that's the case, then how did your missus handle you when you were actually in this Kiyan ka zone always, when you went back home and you took that character back home?
देखिए, एक बात बता दूं मैं, आपकी शादी नहीं हुई है. शादी के बाद मिसेस के ऊपर आप कितने भी गुस्से कुछ कर सो, किसी का कोई मायना नहीं है. Mrs. is always on top. I believe in the norm.
So that means in the relation it's you who keeps saying sorry even if you're not wrong?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. I think in my particular case I've been really blessed. She's so understanding. I'm such a painful generally, and the lucky part for me is that she's also an artist. So she understands the problems and the tribunals. Like and she knows the main thing is the amount of sleep that I get, and she has a proper routine. So she's very, very understanding. It's very difficult to understand our line of work. You know, it's because we know कि हम काम के लिए करते हैं. You know, sometimes it's a big thing that you have to romance other people. You need a very high caliber of thinking to know कि ये खाली काम है यार, ऐसा कुछ Really,
I was about to come there only that romance is one factor that's like a mandate on web series now, because on television you still have a filter that it's you can filter it out, but on web series it's like people think, oh, yahan to sab dikhta hi hai types. So how easy is it for you to actually put yourself in that zone and just do the role and then move back, or is it a lot of preparation that goes into the fact of getting yourself into that zone of giving very intimate sexual scenes on the screen itself and then just going back?
Yeah, frankly, I have never done an intimate scene in my life. I have not done one in this one either, because मुझे बहुत शर्म आती है. Also, my thing is that I believe that if there's logic and if it's needed, then for sure. Like in this show, people think that there's a lot of explicit stuff. I have not seen it because I was not a part of it, right? And this show is a great example because Kiyan के character को ज़रूरत नहीं है. So why unnecessarily do this chumma chatty and all that? There's no point. So I like that. I like that the fact that if it's needed, you put it. Unnecessarily, you're not trying to sell vulgarity. That to me is not okay. So I have never done it. In fact, I saw the first season ka trailer and I was so shy. Then I was like, so I'm a very shy person. I can't. If you've seen any of my work, I have never yet done it. So if I ever have to also do it, it'll have to be for something which really needs it. Like for example, meri beevi ka kirdar ho, ya like if I'm the lead boy and there's a lead girl and there's a romantic angle, then I understand. But
something that really requires it, only then.
Yes.
Here is that being a celebrity, being an actor, being somebody like an influential person, like influencer, because आपको देखकर काफी लोग हैं जो आपका path follow करते हैं. I can agree to that thing. Is it sometimes difficult for you to keep up the mark because expectations बहुत बढ़ जाती हैं and fans are looking out for what you're doing, what you're tweeting, what you're posting? So do you think it's quite hectic on your shoulders to actually be up to the mark always?
Wherever I've reached in life is because of who I am, right? So I've never thought about being up to the mark to anything. I believe that if you're a particular kind of human being, they can see through. Like the camera is recording me, a camera can see, it's seeing every truth, every lie inside of me. So you can't really fool an audience, and I would only need to keep to my mark if I haven't been honest so far. And if I'm an honest person, then I'm living how I live. If they like me, they like me. If they love me, they love me. If they don't, they'll come and tell me, "Yaar, तुमने ऐसे क्यों किया?"
What about trolls? Because when they tell you, they don't tell you in the simple way. They actually come and troll people. So that's how is their way of telling.
I've never had a troll. I've never like I keep looking Instagram पे मेरे दोस्त, they keep showing me, यार ये देख इसने ये बोला वो बोला फलाना. And I've never had any, so I wouldn't know.
That's a very good achievement, I would say, Taher, that you haven't ever had anyone trolling you. Touch wood.
Or maybe I don't have enough fans, or I have not done enough work.
You are highly mistaken, or you're trying to be modest out here, but it's okay. Okay, I would want to know one more thing here, that are you yourself a very big critic of your own work? Do you like watching what you've played and done?
No, I can't stand myself. Whenever I see myself, I cringe. I'm like, I'm one of those guys who shoots. Like when I go to shoot, I shoot it, and when I come back home, I'm like, अरे यार, why did I do it like that? काश मैंने ऐसे किया होता, वहाँ ऐसी लाइन क्यों बोली, मुझे वैसे बोलनी चाहिए थी. So I'm never happy.
Like an overthinker?
Not overthinker. I'm just extremely zealous about what I do, and I always believe that I could have done better. It's like you're in an argument, और फिर घर जाके याद आया यार मेरे को ना उसने ये बोला, मुझे ये बोलना चाहिए था. Similarly, I'm like, yaar, I wish I had done that scene like that. I wish instead of looking like that, I should have looked like that. Those things. Yeah. So I'm always, it's not critical, it's just that I'm hungry.
But then, are you a director's actor, or do you love improvising stuff that's given to you?
Director's actor. However, the director is, my performance reflects a lot about how the director is.
Okay, and if I would say that in आपकी life में आपके अलावा, who's that one person who's very difficult to please, who's a very big critic of your work, who'll give you a very honest review of your work? Who's that?
My mother. She is a tough nut to crack. My mother's in general, अगर आपको, whenever you want a reality check in life, you should go meet your mother, especially if you're a boy. Boys and mothers have a weird relationship. I'm like, yeah, he's nonsense. So I'm like, now I stopped taking mom out. I'm like, Maya, tu meri behn ho jayegi.
So what did she tell you when she saw the promo and the trailer of Bekaaboo season 2? What was her response?
I don't think she's seen it. I don't think, because if she would, then... So we are a very weird family. I don't tell her, we don't discuss work and all at home. So we're very chilled out. And so when she'll see it, somebody will tell her something, then she'll say. Also because in this, in particular this show, I don't know if she's seen it also, and she's not told me, and I don't want to go there.
Any parting words you want to share with the fans about what plans for 2021?
The new plans for 2021 is exciting things happening in my production life, my acting life, but also I would love everybody. Ramadan is coming up, and if you're in Bombay, please come to my father's shop. It's called Shabbir Tawakkal Sweets. I'm going to be there in Ramadan, and I want to feed y'all. And for all the love that you keep giving me, I can't thank you enough. And please watch Bekaaboo 2. मुझे बताइए अच्छा लगा बुरा लगा जो भी लगा मुझे बताना. And if not this, I'll keep making you happy all the time. Mwah. Hello everybody, my name is Taher Shabbir, and you're watching me on Telechakkar.
Know all about the Tele world by subscribing to Telechakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.